Now let's go back and look at this problem and see if we can calculate a p-value. The p-value will depend on the 2.48. At location 2.48, I want to calculate the probability of getting anything less likely than what we have, the 131,200, given that the null hypothesis is true. What percentage of the sample averages, in other words, would be out in that area if the null were true? And I can see right away that that's going to be less than 0.05. Remember that 0.05 is the area under the curve to the right of the decision line. And the p-value in this case is the area under the curve to the right of the 131,200, or at location 2.48 standard deviations to the right of the center. To get an estimate of the p-value, I need to go to the t-table. I have a sample of 25, which gives me 24 degrees of freedom, so I'm still in row 24. My test statistic is 2.48, and 2.48 under 24 degrees of freedom falls between 2.064 and 2.492, a little bit closer to the 2.492, but it falls between these two. So the p-value will fall between 0.025 and 0.01. So I would say 0.01 is less than the p-value, which is less than 0.025. Now again, it falls closer to 2.492, so it's really closer to the 0.01. But regardless, we know then that the p-value is less than 0.05. So that would lead us to reject H sub 0. We have statistical significance to do so and draw the same conclusion. This table is not as high resolution in a sense as the normal distribution, because basically we just have one line at 24 degrees of freedom. So to try to get a more accurate value for the p-value, I'll need to use software. And let's go ahead and bring up Excel and see if we can get the t-value that way. I'm going to go ahead and select a cell and then bring up the function window. And let's go to statistical. And we'll scroll down here to get t-distribution. Now notice I have a t.dist, t-distribution. I have a t-distribution two-tailed. I have a t-distribution right-tailed. We have a t-distribution right-tailed. We're on the upper end. So I'm going to select this one. I'm going to hit OK. And what it wants is my test statistic. So I'm going to type in 2.48. And then the degrees of freedom is 24. And I get 0.0102. You can see it right here on the window. But let's go ahead and OK. And we have that cell to display that value. So like we thought, p-value was a little closer to 0.01. It's actually 0.010274. So we would say that the p-value equals 0.010274. And that, of course, is less than 0.05, so we would reject the null hypothesis.